Good morning, grade 11. This is Harcharan Singh, and I'm back to teach you English. First of all, I wish you all very happy Baisakhi, and I hope you all are fit and fine at your homes. Students, you all know that we are studying the first textbook, that is Hornbill. Students, today we are going to begin the next chapter, that is a poem. Its title is A Photograph, and it's written by Shelley Tolson. Like the previous chapter that was written by Kushwant Singh, that was a tribute to his grandmother. Similar to that, this poem, A Photograph, this is also a tribute to the poet's mother. The poet is looking at an old photograph of her mother in which there are three girls. One is the poet's mother and her two cousins. The poet's mother at that time was 12 years old or so. And on both of her sides, her two cousins, Betty and Dolly, they are standing and they both are holding one hand of the poet's mother. One of their uncle, he is clicking their photograph and they are standing on a beach. After 20 or 30 years, the poet's mother, she looked at the photograph and she started laughing. She would make the poet look at the photograph and tell her how their parents would dress them up for the beach holiday. The beach holiday was her mother's favorite pastime and past memories, while her laughter when she was looking at the photograph, that was the poet's favorite memory. Both of them lost something which they cherished a lot and yet cannot live that moment again. These sweet moments were memories now. Now, the poet's mother has been dead for the past 12 years, which is the same number as of her age when the photograph was taken then. She cannot express the grief that she has from her mother's absence. Students, the text of the poem that is in front of you, that is, the cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera, a sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient fate. Some 20, 30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. See, Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter. Both wry with the labored ease of loss. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. And of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. Okay, students, first of all, I will explain you the first four lines of the poem, that is, the cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. Students, in these lines the poet is looking at an old photo album which is made up of cardboard. In the picture, there are three girls who are walking on the beach holding each other's hands. The girl in the middle is the tallest and oldest. The other two girls on each side are younger than her. The girl in the middle is the poet's mother. She is around 12 years old when the picture was taken. The second stanza is, all three stood still to smile to their hair, at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's. That was before I was born. And the sea, which appears to have changed glass, washed their terribly transient fate. In these lines, the poet is trying to tell us how the photograph was taken. Her mother's uncle took the photograph and told them to stop and pose for the photo. All three of them left their wet hair open and smiled at the camera. The poet's attention is drawn towards his mother's face, which is described as a sweet face. The photograph was taken long before the poet was born. The poet calls their feet terrible transient, as they were so young by then and now they had grown older. On the other hand, the sea which touched their feet has changed less. In the next lines, that is, some 20, 30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. See, Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach, the sea holiday. Now, these lines mean that after 20 or 30 years later, the poet's mother, she has grown very old and she would look at the photograph and she would smile. She would tell the poet to look at her cousins. Those two girls, their names are Betty and Dolly. And the poet's mother is telling, just look at that, how their parents had dressed them all for the beach holiday. They would have planned to take a photograph beforehand. The poet is telling the sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter, both wry with the labored ease of loss. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. Students, these lines mean the poet is trying to tell, the poet is recalling that the sea holiday was her mother's favorite moment from the past, while the poet's favorite moment from the past was her mother's laughter when she was looking at the photograph. Both the women would think about those past memories which they cannot live again. They tried their best to adjust to what they lost. After that, the poet is trying to tell. The poet says that her mother died 12 years ago, the same age her mother was in the photograph. Whenever the poet thinks of her mother's death, she cannot explain what effect she has of her mother's death. Death has silenced her mother, which has also left her speechless. Okay, students, I'm going to explain the whole poem in simple words. See, this poem has been written in three phases. There are three phases of time. The first phase is when the poet's mother was 12 years old. She had gone to the beach with her two cousins. Their names were Betty and Dolly. Their uncle had clicked their photograph, and that was a very happy moment when the poet's mother, she was enjoying their sea holiday with her cousins and their uncle. After that, the second phase of the poem is after 20 or 30 years after the first phase when the photo was taken. After 20 or 30 years, the poet's mother is looking at the photograph and she is smiling, she is laughing. She is very happy to see that. And she is telling the poet to look at the photo, and she is showing the poet that there were her cousins Betty and Dolly with her on the sea holiday. That is the second phase of the photo of this poem. The third phase of this poem is when the poet is telling that 12 years ago her mother died. And after her mother's death, the poet is again looking at the photograph and she is missing her mother a lot. So in this way, it's very simple that this poem has been written in three phases of time. The first phase, when the photograph was clicked and the poet's mother was 12 years old. The second phase is after 20 or 30 years later, when the poet's mother was looking at the photograph. And then again after 12 years, when the poet's mother is no more and the poet is thinking about her. The poetic device that is used in this poem is that is labored ease. Labored ease. Labored means with difficulty, with hard work, and ease means very easily. So, the poetic device used is oxymoron. Oxymoron is a poetic device in which two words with opposite meanings are written together. For example, if there is word written like found lost, that is a very good example of oxymoron. Words with opposite in meanings are written together, that is called oxymoron. Thank you.